What was the final straw that ended a lifelong friendship?
We were supposed to move in together, the first move away from our parents. Fortunately, we were renting from my parents, because the night before our move-in date, he called me to say he had gotten his own apartment earlier that day, without me. He then listed entirely everything about me that annoyed him and every mistake and flaw I had that he knew about. Since he was my best friend, it was a lot. There was no sign this was coming. We had only ever argued a couple of times. I never knew that so much about me was so distasteful to him. I was devastated. A couple of weeks later, he called and came over until I spoke to him. He was very apologetic, for reasons I would have completely understood had he told me. He had a breakdown and realized he needed to live on his own. Knowing it was going to mess things up for me, he made it my fault. He said he didn't mean any of it and was horrified about how he treated me. Yet it was so detailed and specific, going back years to incidents that I had no idea were an issue. There was just no fixing it. I could never feel comfortable and trust him again. On one hand, I miss people I used to know. I don't miss him or think of him often or with nostalgic fondness. My daughter doesn't know who he is when she comes across old pictures of us, but she knows about other old friends, since I mentioned them. On the other hand, it's been 20 years. It's hard for me to have close friends still, because I feel like they may be building lists of things I do wrong and ways I just am wrong and awful. And maybe they'll call one day when I least expect it and list it all. It wasn't good.
My best friend of over 20 years, we both had kids about the same age, and our daughters were also best friends. She left her then 15-year-old with me for a week while she went on a trip to Bali, no problem at all, and her daughter attempted to end her life. I took her to hospital, got care for her, sat by her bed for 3 days, made sure she was set up with a social worker, got her connected with the local mental health unit and youth services team, and put a plan in place to help her recover and move forward, etc., etc., etc. Obviously, I'd called her mom on day one and kept her appraised, but this woman not only didn't change her flights and come home, because it would have cost $200 to change the flights, she literally told me, "Oh, you don't have to go to the hospital every day to sit with her, that's what the nurses are for." And then when she finally got back, she flipped out at me for parenting her child behind her back. I'm still in contact with the kid, she's living independently and working as a baker's apprentice, she's gone no contact with her mother, but she still rings me up when she needs a grown-up to talk to. I will never speak to that friend again.